Oh, hello there. I'm Begalius. I didn't see you there. Or did I? And yes, I officially have the dumbest introduction to a video that I've ever had in my entire life. That's phenomenal. Well done, me. So listen, there's this thing that I like to do on my channel. It's a bit of a tradition on this channel, by which I mean this channel is now 11 years old, and I think I've done this 4 times. But once a year, or at least once in 4 out of 11 years, I like to do a little end of the year roundup. Little, let's see what happened and reflect on the year. And I like doing that. I used to do Christmas and New Year. That's just not going to happen this year, man. I don't know why I did that. Back then, my commentaries were a lot simpler. It was more about the gameplay than what I was saying. It's completely opposite now. But so yeah, let's take a look back at this year. And my God, probably the biggest year of my life. I think this was probably the most eventful year of my life, compounded by 3 things. The first being the new job, which I actually got last year, but it was right at the tail end of last year. I really didn't do much in the job. And I was still in training this year, full force, completely went for it and had a lot to do. And, it's great. It's my first proper, salary career position. And it was needed. I worked a couple of jobs that I really hated to lead up to this, and I think I deserved it. I've always worked hard, and this is great. It feels a lot better. The second being that we moved into a house. We moved out of the flat. Again, this was needed. Man, that flat, I hated it so much. I hated that flat so much. I have to have space. I'm a little bit neurotic, in case you can tell, but I have to have space. And that flat just didn't give it to me. It was like they tried to compress a house into a flat. And I absolutely hated it. I hated the area. I hated the flat, everything about it. Well, we moved into a house, which is both great and not so great. So the house is nice, to be honest with you, but because we got a good deal on it, it's been slightly problematic. There are a lot of issues, as you would know. If you live in a house, you'll know. And we've had construction workers here so much. So often there's been scaffolding outside of our house. And people like to play with the scaffolding sometimes as they walk past our house, which is so annoying. But yeah, but it has been good. Honestly, it's a good switch up. And of course, the most important thing is I became a father this year. Yes, me. That guy who made that video back in 2011, the thanks for watching video. If I could be bothered, I'll put a picture up. That guy had a kid? No way, dude. What the hell? But yeah, I did, and it is the greatest. Do you know what? I've become a big ball of cliches ever since I had my kid, and I won't be detailing too much about her on the channel. I don't really think that's fair. I'm a firm believer that if she can't say yes to being in a video, then that's exploitative. I hate family vloggers, and she won't be showing up on this channel until unless I really think it's just sort of okay and sort of circumstantial, then okay. But I can't think of a situation where that would happen. But yes. I have become a big ball of cliches. When you speak to those annoying fucking parents, where they tell you, I've got this cutest kid in the world and so advanced and so clever, and you think, oh yeah, so really, yeah, I've got the smartest baby ever. She flung her shit in the corner. She started flinging her shit in the corner now, not just all over the walls. So we really have an advanced baby. Oh, it's really good. And you think, oh, will you just shut the fuck up? Dude, I'm that guy now. I do that. I have the cutest baby in the world. She has the most piercing blue eyes, absolutely gorgeous, baby, and she's super smart. She is. She's only 11 months old. She's crawling around, standing up on her own. She has a vocabulary. She says mama, dada, nana. There's some gaga mixed in there. We think we heard her say the word apple a few times, so I don't know if there's something in there. She's trying to develop an iPhone secretly, maybe in her nappy. I don't know where she's keeping those blueprints, but yeah, she's just incredible. Honestly, there's a intangible bond that definitely does exist, and I know that it's your brain, it's survival instinct, your brain telling you you have to keep this person safe, but I will, and it's remarkable. It's a feeling that I cannot convey to you because I don't know how. There's no way. It's unbelievable. Absolutely love it. So that's great. Overall, that's very good. Let's talk about the channel. How's the channel been? You know what, you may look at it and go, okay, Alan, it's all right. Don't worry about it. You know, not a good year. But actually, this has been a pretty great year for the channel. Now, look, I know the views haven't been too high. I did manage to hit a video with 2,000 views this year, so that was very, very good. But obviously, with my subscriber count, it just looks awful. But no, I mean, I made the decision this year that, do I really want the videos to really take off and be big? I'm not sure if I do now. I mean, I don't hate my job, and you know, I'm not sure whether being YouTube is something I actually would want to do anymore. So I just do this for fun. I do it because I really enjoy it and I like getting stuff off my chest. So in doing that, in enacting that, I was very energized, and I've made a lot of videos this year. And as of, I don't know when I just decided to start making videos again, I think it was May, I've been more consistent than I've been in years. I think the last time I was this consistent was 2018, potentially maybe 2019, a little sprinkling of 2019. And aside for that, like, you know, the golden years, 2011, 2012, that sort of era, you know, it's been phenomenally consistent. And if you look back, I've uploaded more this year than most other years. This might be the year that I've uploaded the most, and I've kept at it, and I've continue to be excited by it. This is the year that I'm making stuff that I really want to make, and you know, to hell with how many views I get. Who cares if a video only gets 8 views? I want to make it. So that's really great. And of course, I've ended the year with these nostalgic commentaries, and people seem to be responding to them well, which is really fantastic, because these are my favorite type of videos to make, and they're very easy as well. I went down the route of, you know, I have so much to do now, so obviously I've got to save time, and I can't be sat at a computer for hours, you know, doing all of that. So in terms of the outside world, let's take a quick look at that. That's where things aren't so great. I think, net on my YouTube channel is net positive. Not on the world, though. I think as a whole, this will go down as a very bad year. I think this was a pretty awful year this year. Not as bad as like 2020 or anything like that. But I think a lot of people lost a lot of faith in the information that they read online. I mean, this was a trajectory that we were heading down anyway. Obviously, we've had the cost of living crisis, which has been phenomenally bad, the war in Ukraine. And, you know, just to top it all off at the end, society went really dumb. And the alt-right are really making tremendous moves, and alpha males and stuff like that. We sort of lost a lot of political freedom. You know, centralism is kind of beginning to go out of the window. Political discourse is completely going out of the window as people get split into different apps for their political viewpoints, of which the left are pretty much losing all of theirs. They used to have Twitter, they don't anymore. You know, you have Hive now, which is, I think, the only place that the left will go to. Maybe that, I can't pronounce the other one, begins with an M. But yeah, Twitter became way worse than it used to be, which is not good. That was our, you know, our public forum. So that's not good. The only good thing about this year was that the billionaires and crypto bros, oh my god, don't even get me started on the freaking all that crypto shit. This video will go on for far too long. But they all got caught with their pants down, and I will say that I think trust overall has gone the way of politics. Trust in billionaires has gone the way of politics, where it's like either you're very fanatical and positive, or you're negative and you just want it to go away. It seems to be the way with friggin' everything nowadays, you know. It used to just be football, but now it's just everything. Everything is just so... Everything needs a conversation now, and I think 2022 definitely contributed to that. But yeah, so those are my of the year. So that's a wrap up of the year. Overall, I would say, like I said, net positive for me and for the channel, but definitely a net negative for the world. Heading into 2023, I can't see things getting much better. I think we're heading into it on bad terms. I think humanity, or the society, is going to lose a lot of faith in itself. We're going to become a lot more divided, and I think just trust overall in anything. I mean, look, England had 3 prime ministers this year, you know. It's just not working out. Either we're going to see some large restructuring next year, or it's just going to kind of get messy. I think the latter, honestly. But yeah, all of that optimism aside, let me know what you think if you want to, and I guess I will see everyone later.